Hi everyone, I wanted to do a quick weekly overview video. I apologize that it's coming through so late. I've been trying to catch up on going through all of the 101 stuff and make sure that you have everything really clear over there. So tomorrow is my big long day of catching up on everything. So hopefully everything that you have still out there that needs to be graded will be done. And I should hopefully finish feedback tonight. But I did want to make this nice little overview video for you just to give you an idea of what's coming. So because we had the Memorial Day holiday on Monday, which kind of threw off the week in a way that I forgot would happen because, these 10 weeks are fast. So we need every day. So I mentioned on the 101 course, and I'm going to mention it here, that I pushed the Unit 1B progress checkpoint back to be due on June 2nd. I know a couple of you have emailed me about that, so I am going to go over that assignment really quickly, and I'm also going to talk about some of the journal expectations in this video. So the Unit 1 progress check, a lot of you have asked the question, but am I just turning in the paper for 101? And the answer is basically yes, if that's what you would like to turn in. If you want to double up, be a good critical thinker, and just complete your draft for 101 and then submit it here, that's fine. Because the only thing that I'm really checking for is your APA formatting. I just want to make sure that your APA formatting is good. So what I'm going to be looking at when I grade it is just your APA formatting. And since you were polite enough to watch my video, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If you go back to the 101 announcement, because you should be doing this anyway, you should be looking over the 101 announcement and really sorting through the resources. One of the things that's included is a template for this exact assignment. So if you want a head start getting started, if you click on the 101-603 APA formatting template, what's going to come up is a Word document that you can download, and you can just change the information to match your own, and it's already set up. So if you want to use this resource, download it, change the information, and start typing up your outline or typing up your essay that you're turning into an outline here, then you can completely do that. And if you scroll down here, you'll see references page. So everything should be set up appropriately. I'd still like you to watch the video that's included over in 101 in the item details, and you're more than welcome to try it out on your own, but you're also welcome to download this particular template. And what I recommend you do is that you save it on your computer, somewhere in your desktop, because you can use this over and over again in other courses as well, provided you just change the title of the course, the department for that you're writing it for, and obviously, put your title in. And obviously, the reference is not going to stay the same. You're going to want to change this reference based on what references you actually use in your paper. But if you would like to download this and save it somewhere on your desktop as APA template, you can use this over and over again in your other courses as well. If you're wondering why you're doing both assignments, or why I'm asking you to watch the video, it's because this is an element of critical thinking, or not of critical thinking, of academic writing that is very easy to make sure that you do correctly, and that's going to be expected of you in lots of different courses. You're going to be expected to do this in pretty much all of your courses. When they ask for an APA title page, this is what it's supposed to look like. And I want to make sure you know the expectations for an APA 7 title page, how to set it up if you have to, where you can find this resource. So y'all are good critical thinkers. If the way that you want to solve this problem is by downloading this version from your 101 course and saving a copy of that and then opening it and using it as your template every single time. You would download it, you would make the changes, and then you would save a new version using the Save As button to change it so that you could keep using this template over and over again. If you want to do that, that's good critical thinking, and I'm fine with it. The purpose of the assignment in 011 is to make sure that however you want to do it, whether you want to format it yourself, whether you want to download it and change it, you have the skills and the capability to get a perfectly formatted APA document every time you turn in. One of the things that you'll notice when you download it is that it should also be set up so that it's double spaced. You might want to check that and make sure that it actually does that once you're done, that it's double spaced, that your new paragraphs are indented, the margin should be set just right. So this is basically an opportunity for you to get a grade that also is ensuring that you can make a perfectly formatted APA paper every time. So if that's how you want to complete that assignment, by downloading this, filling out the information, writing your paper, and then submitting a copy of your paper, that's fine by me. If you just want to download this and fill out the information for yourself and then just turn it in almost like a blank shell but filled in, that's also fine. But whichever way you want to do, I just want to see that you can create this document on your own. And it is something that comes up a lot in my 101 classes where I make this template and students don't use it. They keep using the Microsoft Word version. They keep using maybe an outdated formatting that they have from APA 6. So you'll notice that it doesn't have a running head. I want to make sure that every single one of you knows where you can find and how you can format a perfect APA document every time. So it's really about making sure that you have that skill. The other assignment that's coming due this week is a journal. So these journals that you have to do in this course are there'll be one at the end of every unit. And basically what you're doing is writing a journal reflection on what you just did in the past unit. So it doesn't really specify here in the questions, but I'm perfectly fine with you answering this about 011 or about 101. You might even want to focus on 101 because it's asking you about the hardest part of the writing process in Unit 1 between both classes. So for this project, you're going to create a journal reflection, which would be 1 to 3 paragraphs long in a Microsoft Word document. Or you could create a short presentation using a visual aid, so you could make a PowerPoint and record it. It's up to you what you'd like to do. There are some questions here, and it says, make a journal reflection or a video that responds to one or more of the prompts. You guys are good critical thinkers. You know how to organize. My suggestion to you is that you start to think like a critical thinker when you see prompts and you say, if I'm supposed to write 1 to 3 paragraphs and I have a list of questions here, why don't I pick 3 of these 4 listed questions and write a paragraph about each? That's how I would tackle the task. And that's something that you can do as well. So, pick out what you thought the hardest part of the writing process in 101 was in writing the personal essay and explain that. And then explain a tip or a habit or a strategy that helped you overcome that. What part of the writing process was the simplest for you to navigate in Unit 1, and maybe explain why. So with these questions, pick out some of the prompt questions here that you want to answer and then answer them in a paragraph format. It will probably make sense to pair them together, and you might even want to write a 4-paragraph essay, or you could, combine this into one single paragraph, maybe write a paragraph about this, then a paragraph about this. How you split up the paragraphs is up to you, but it's a good critical thinking idea to look at the task and sort of break it down and say, like, okay, I'm going to write 4 paragraphs about each of this, or I'm going to write 2 paragraphs, and 1 paragraph, I'm going to answer these 2 questions. 1 paragraph, I'm going to answer these 2 questions. However you want to break it up, fine by me. But you want to make sure that you are including topic sentences in these paragraphs and you're working on your paragraph organization. So that's one thing that I kind of want to see from everybody, is that you're working to write organized paragraphs responding to these prompts. And that's basically it for the journal entry. So those are the 2 tasks that you have coming due this week.